Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 335 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, March 29th, 2017. Ricky, it is the 5th week of the month, and you know what that means. We're going to be blessed with all kinds of interesting comics you wouldn't normally see in the regular 4-week comic production cycle. Things like annuals and Elseworlds and one-shots. Should be an interesting week.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. I like your one-shots. They're fun to read.
You know, I don't want to just turn this into the Ricky promotional hour, but you want to tell everybody about something cool you're doing this Thursday?
Yes, this Thursday we're having a comic jam downtown Brampton at Lab B. And it'll be just a time for people to get together, meet other like comic creators and illustrators and writers. We'll have like pages with little panels that you can add to the story. So it's like a big collaborative thing, or if you have your own work that you want to work on, you can come and do that and like chat with people. It's just a really good time.
Is the plan to like get this stuff up online where people can view it? The stuff that comes out of the show? Or?
Yeah, like the collaborative stuff. Obviously, if someone's working on their own thing, I'm not going to be like, oh, let me steal it.
Right.
But yeah, like the collaborative stuff definitely put up.
All right, cool. Well, you'll have to share that link with the viewers who can't make it out to Brampton this Thursday for that event, but sounds really cool. Maybe you can host a virtual comic jam with the Unboxing Wednesdays viewers in the future. That'd be kind of fun.
Alright, done. We'll all just sit there and like draw a little stuff.
You guys will figure out a way to make it work. Alright, Ricky, without further ado, let's go ahead and open some boxes. Alright, first up today we've got a second printing of Greg Rucka's The Old Guard, issue number 1. And we've got 2 covers for The Old Guard, issue 2, which is new on shelves today. Serenity, No Power in the Verse, issue number 6. Alright, and I'm excited about this one. It is the WrestleMania 2017 special from Boom Studios. This is a one-shot. Bunch of awesome writers and artists working on this book. And there is a story in here about the infamous Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match. So definitely pick this one up if you got a chance. A new one from Black Mass today. It is Space Riders, Galaxy of Brutality, issue number 1. Transformers Till All Are One, issue number 8. Lost Light number 4. Saga Volume 7, new on store shelves today. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this book to come out. Saga is always a very popular pickup for people when it gets published in trade paperback form. So if you're a trade waiter on Saga, today is the day. And another one I'm really excited about because I love the covers for the book, and I love who is illustrating the interior pages, Michael Walsh, who's a good pal of ours. It is Jughead the Hunger one-shot from the Archie horror line of comics. Big fan of the Afterlife with Archie and Sabrina series, so you know a Jughead horror one-shot's going to be good times. This is the regular cover by Mike Walsh. Then we've got this alternate cover by Robert Hack, and this cover by Francesco Francavilla. Okay, moving on to DC, we got some crazy ass stuff coming from DC today. So crazy though that it's going to be good. First up is the least crazy option that we have is Harley's Little Black Book number 6. We have Batgirl Annual number 1 featuring Supergirl, and Titans Annual number 1 where they come face to face with the Justice League. So this is a thing DC likes to do in their in the 5th week when they have months that have 5 Wednesdays in it. Is the 5th Wednesday usually has a lot of annuals and stuff. We have Justice League of America Rebirth issue number 3. 2 covers available. Alright, now this is where things start to get crazy. Alright, we've got a bunch of DC Comics Hanna-Barbera crossovers today. So first up, Booster Gold and the Flintstones. Natural fit because Booster Gold's a time traveler. But for those of you who have been dying for some more Booster Gold stuff, you're going to have to see him interacting with the Flintstones, which isn't a bad thing, because if you followed any of the critical reviews at all of some of the Hanna-Barbera comics, the Flintstones one is consistently talked about as one of the most well-written ones. But this is the cool bonus feature for this book. It features a Jetsons backup story. Dying to see what the Jetsons look like in the new DC Hanna-Barbera universe. Here's the alternate cover for that book by Mike Allred. Then we've got Adam Strange Future Quest. Another cool team up. And this features a backup story with Top Cat. What? Green Lantern and Space Ghost sharing the pages of a comic book. Never thought I'd see the day. Here's the regular cover and the variant. And we feature the Rough and Ready backup story. And the winner for most unlikely team up goes to Suicide Squad and the Banana Splits. Here is the regular cover and the variant. And the backup story in this one is the Snagglepuss Chronicles. Right, and finally from DC today we have Dark Knight 3 The Master Race number 8. Not the last issue of this series. It was originally supposed to be 8 issues, but they did announce a while ago that it was going to be extended to 9 issues. So this is the second last issue. Here's the regular cover. Here's a variant by Klaus Janson, and a very cool variant here by Bill Sienkiewicz. Moving on to Marvel, we've got Occupy Avengers issue number 5. The Mighty Captain Marvel number 3 with a wicked Venom variant cover. Thanos issue 5. If you've ever wondered what a Venomized Thanos looks like, look no further than this cover to Thanos number 5. Here's All New X-Men number 19. Old Man Logan number 20. Inhumans Prime number 1. The Ryan Stegman Venom variant. And here's a variant cover by Jack Kirby. R.L. Stein's Man-Thing number 2. Champions number 4. Ghost Rider number 5. And the Venomized variant for that book. Black Widow number 12. The Marvel Cinematic Guidebook to Doctor Strange. Infamous Iron Man number 6. Deadpool and the Mercs for Money issue number 9. This is the variant cover. And this is the big book this week from Marvel. It is the book that all of the X-Men books will spring forth out of. It is X-Men Prime number 1. You're going to see the seeds planted in this book for books like X-Men Gold number 1, X-Men Blue number 1, Weapon X number 1, stuff like Jean Grey number 1, and Cable number 1, and Iceman number 1, all stuff coming a little bit later in the year. But it all starts here with X-Men Prime. All-star lineup of creators working on it, including 2 of our friends, Leonard Kirk and Ken Lashley. So definitely pick this up if you are in your local comic shop today and wondering what will be awesome, because this definitely will be. Here is the Venomized cover for X-Men Prime, the Whilce Portacio variant cover. We also have this variant cover featuring Storm, and the John Cassidy variant. Also, while we're on the topic of the resurgence of the X-Men, let's talk about Resurrection Spotlight. This is a free book that you'll be able to pick up at your local comic shop today. Gives you some previews of some of those books that I talked about. Stuff like X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold, Royals issue 1, the new Black Bolt comic that's coming out, the new Jean Grey comic, the new Cable comic. Previews of all of that and the creative teams inside the pages of this free book. Available today at your local shop.
Alright guys, prize time. So last week I asked you what's your least favorite thing about the Marvel Universe. You got some pretty awesome answers. Anthony G said my least favorite MCU thing would be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just couldn't watch it without rolling my eyes. Them's fighting words, because I actually kind of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched the first 3 seasons and I really dug it. But although I do realize that it is cheesy and it's not good television, but it's still kind of entertaining. Atlastal87 said least favorite Marvel movie has to be one of the Fantastic Four movies. Fox messed that franchise up. Disney should avoid it with a 10-foot pole and instead just do an FF Future Foundation movie based on the Fraction series with Medusa, Scott Lang, She-Hulk, and Miss Thing. Oh man, I think that'd be pretty cool. And they'd introduce a whole new lineup of characters that they can use in the future. Although I don't know about rights with all the other stuff. Rights is a mess. VR Danny 1982 said my least favorite MCU thing would be the Ang Lee's Hulk. The film tries to be dramatic depth with too much talking, not enough smashing. But the Ang Lee Hulk is the most sensitive of the Hulks. That's what makes him... Those eyes, those beautiful eyes, they really convey the meaning and the story behind the torture of the Hulk. Mark Walker said my least favorite thing about the MCU is how different companies have rights to heroes, preventing crossovers. Wolverine, Daredevil, Elektra, Namor, and Miss Marvel need to be the next Avengers movie. I agree, man, that's the worst part, because you're like, man, it'd be so cool if this happened, but can't happen. Also, I heard that Spider-Man, after this movie, might not be part of Marvel Studios anymore. What? One movie deal? That's strange. Bunky Bunk said, my least favorite part of the MCU is that Susan Storm is in every scene, but you just can't see her, which sucks. Ooh, I see what you did there. Congratulations, you win the honorary prize. Little badge on your lapel. The Mac Phantom says, I keep reading that Marvel sales are falling. Is this true? Kevin, Marvel sales falling, or are they pretty good?
Yes, it is true. Marvel sales have declined significantly over the last year and a half.
Is it because they're publishing so many variants before and not so many now? Or
I don't think it has to do with the variants and stuff like that. I think the last few events that they did didn't resonate with a lot of traditional Marvel readers, and we've had a lot of people that have dropped Marvel over the last little while because I think they're hungry for something a little more in tune with the likes of what DC Comics did to kind of go back to its roots. And you have a lot of key characters in the Marvel Universe that haven't been those key characters in a long time, and people are hungry for those characters to come back.
So Mac Phantom start picking up some Marvel books. Also, Mike Irish called me out. He said, Ricky, Captain America, the First Avenger, was in World War II. Go back to school, man. I did go to school, and I was merely referring to the interwar period in which World War I bled into World War II, thus making it one 30-year war. The period beginning with the armistice of 11th of November that concluded the First World War and the ensuing Paris Peace Conference in 1919, and ending in September 1939 with the German invasion of Poland and the start of the World War II. So I mean, you can't have World War II without Hitler, and you can't have Hitler without World War I. Therefore, it's all one thing. So, Mike Irish, please, I will accept an apology in the comments below. I just didn't know. I didn't know. But the winner, who will be going into the box here, goes to Rob Lewis, who said, worst thing equals Coulson dying in the Avengers just to come back to life in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Comics really killed deaths, if you will, and they seem to be doing the same thing in movies. So, it's very sad. Alright, so Rob Lewis, he's going in the box. Havoc Jinx, who talked about Penny Pincher being good for the St. Patrick's Day festivities. He's going in the box. The Clarknado, who talked about the Nancy Drew, the mystery of the zombie virus outbreak, or bath salt cannibals, going into the box there. Gollum Smeagol with saying that 7 to Eternity, or Brian Lee O'Malley's Snot Girl, is one of the best written comics. And Anthony G, who said my fake spoiler for Logan involves Wade Wilson in the background with his leg chopped off. Which, have you seen the Deadpool mock ending? That kind of worked. So I mean, Anthony G's not very wrong there. So Deadpool did show up in the end. Alright, so we're gonna draw a name. Draw a name. Whoa. Look at that. Anthony G with his comment about Wade Wilson and Logan. So congratulations, Anthony G. Send your information to info@comicboxer.com and we'll send a comic box to you as soon as possible.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thanks once again for watching. Connect with us on social media. Check out previews new in stores today. Take care and have a great week.